Hello, my beautiful people. This is Shaya. It is the start of summer here in Indiana, and this is the best time to kickstart your plants for summer. If they are repotted at the very beginning of summer, they are most likely to develop a very strong, well-established root system. So I think this is the best time. So I have a couple plants that I wanted to repot, and these are well-established bigger house plants that I want to be repotting today. So I hope you enjoy this video and stay with me while I repot all of them. First plant that we are going to be repotting is this beautiful red leaf banana plant. I've always wanted to buy a banana plant because it has a great religious significance in Indian culture, and it's not very easy to get hands on these beauties here in Indiana at least. So I've been looking for this plant for probably around 2.5 years now. This was the last one that I found in Kroger, and I just got it. I was okay with any variety of banana, honestly, but then I got the best one. And just look at how beautiful the leaves are. It has these beautiful burgundy and maroon speckles at the back, and it has a very prominent red vein in the front in a very beautiful dark green leaf. So I think they're just gorgeous. I call him Vishnu because we use the leaves of banana plant while praying for Lord Vishnu. So that's the reason why I call him Vishnu, and he is that beautiful. Unlike other aroids or tropical plants, banana plants actually love to sit in water. They like moist soil, so even if you put them in a pot that's 2 sizes larger, it's just fine. They're not going to have any root rot. Just make sure that whatever pot you're providing, the plant does not sit in water, meaning the pot should be well drained. As you can see, this plant is in an 8-inch pot, and it has already outgrown the pot because the roots are literally pushing out of the pot now. So I think this is a nice time to kind of upsize the pot. This is the pot that I'm going to be moving it into. So if you can see, it's significantly bigger than the one that is in right now. It's already root bound, and moving it into a bigger pot would not cause any harm because bananas love water, and that's why I'm going to be moving him too. So let's see what's going in there. I'm going to gently press it out of the pot. Wow. Look how root bound it is. For this plant, I'll be using a mixture of organic potting mix and vermicompost. I'm also adding some slow release fertilizer to the mix because bananas are heavy feeders, and for optimum health, they need to be fertilized often. And that's it. We're done with plant 1. Next one in line is my Philodendron Florida green. So if you can see, it has this beautiful leaf. It's one of my favorite plants. Just look at the shape of the leaves. Isn't it spectacular? Now I got this plant in a mature form. It is not very common to get plant this size in a decent price. So I got this from Menards, and I just love this beautiful plant. It has this beautiful petiole, a kind of furry, but it's a beautiful textured petiole that's kind of maroon in color, and it has this amazing leaf shape. I mean, look at that. Now this plant came with a coir moss pole, and I tried to kind of separate the plant from the moss pole, but I couldn't because it has snugged it so tight that they don't want to let the moss pole go, and so I'm not going to disturb it. Now this one is an aroid. So these guys don't like to sit in water. In their natural habitat, they grow on the forest floor. That means they actually need a very well-draining soil. And I'm not going to size up the pot too much. Just one size up will be fine. So let's get onto it. Wow, beautiful root system, very well established root system. Now when you're repotting plants this size, you don't really need to do anything to the root system. I don't like disturbing the roots of plants too much while repotting them, because it kind of shocks the plant and then the plant kind of goes in dormancy for a while. Though it doesn't harm the plant, I do not prefer giving that unnecessary stress to the plant. So I always keep the root ball as it is, unless there is some problem with the roots, or there is some disease, or there are bugs or infestation. So unless there is a problem like that, I do not touch the root ball. So I'm using my own aroid mix that I use for all my aroids. When your plant is climbing a moss pole, make sure that you move the moss pole closer to the back of the pot so that the foliage automatically leans towards the front side. Whenever I'm repotting plants or doing any kind of plant chores, I don't prefer wearing gloves. I just love to play in the dirt, and I think that the dirt under your nails is actually known to promote your gut health, because it makes your body immune to the microbiome. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. So our second plant is ready too. I call her Akriti because Akriti actually means a drawing or a diagram. And looking at the leaves, they are so articulate and so delicate and so beautifully designed by God himself. So that's the reason why I call her Akriti. So she's ready as well. Next in line is my split leaf philodendron. I call her Agni because of obvious reasons. Agni is fire, and her leaves actually resemble the flames of fire. So I call her Agni. This baby is a rescue plant. I rescued it from Menards. She was in the clearance section, all dead leaves, and she was the last one on the counter. She had a lot of rotten leaves and she did not have significant new growth points, but after after I got her home, she has actually grown a nice new leaf, and I hope that she grows really humongous. So I think she too has outgrown her pot. As you can see, the roots have started to come out from the bottom. And she's a philodendron, meaning an aeroid, and she does not like sitting in water as well. She likes a well-draining soil and needs to be fertilized often. Now, these split-leaf philodendrons seem to be very prone to spider mites and other infestation. So, what I like to do is I use beautiful. Okay. All right. Yes, yes, can't sit. All right. While the winds calm down, I was saying, to prevent infestations, I like to spray my plants with neem oil spray regularly and wipe the leaves with a microfiber cloth. This not only keeps the plants free from bugs, but it also makes them look shiny and lush. So my plants were knocked down. I just picked them both up, but they had fallen down too. Oh wow. Just look at those roots. We're gonna go straight into a bigger pot. I'm using my nice well draining soil mix. She doesn't like sitting in wet soil, as we all know. So plant 4 done. The next in line is this beautiful Monstera. She is mega. She is the first Monstera that I ever bought. So she has gone through a lot of experiments. She too was a rescue plant in a very poor condition, but then she grew pretty well. So she is one of the very first plants that I bought in the US. She is around 3 years old now, and I got her as a very small plant. And what I meant by experiments is that I didn't know how to take care of plants back then, so I have kept her in the dark for quite a lot of time. That's the reason why she is long and leggy. But then as I learned how to take care of monsteras, I kind of had her propagated, and her top cuttings are doing pretty well. But this is the mother plant, and she is very long and leggy. So I attached her to a moss pole, and now she is like doing pretty strong. I am going to be moving her into a bigger pot, and because there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There are like 6 vines in the same pot, and I'm going to keep it the same way because they are really long and leggy. So this gives me a way bushier plant. So I'm going to keep it that way. I'm just gonna give her a bigger pot because she has a huge root system. So let's move her. It's going to be tough because she is heavy. But I haven't watered her in a while. Look at those roots. All her earliest leaves have kind of shedded now. I'm going to be using the same soil that she has been living in. I cannot separate her from her pole because she has completely attached herself to the pole, so I'm not going to be doing anything to her. And she's all set. It's time to water the plants now. I'm going to mist them first. This is indeed my favorite part of repotting. They look so happy when they're misted. And here they are, all set for growing crazy big in the summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please write to me in the comments. I'll be happy to reply each one of you. Have a wonderful day ahead, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.